Hello, good morning. uh, Happy Sunday morning. All right. Uh, so I googled about this. Bing, whatever search engine I used. Most likely Bing. Okay. Nowadays I use Bing a lot. Google is good, but I prefer Bing because they have this picture of the day. I really like that. Very beautiful pictures. So let me get some thumbs, okay? And I think they seem to have found a way to express the periodic integer sequence in terms of sine and cosine. Okay, I think it's worthwhile to look into. Okay, uh, but of course that's not our approach. Okay, why? Their approach is cool. Okay, some other people looks like they. I'm not sure if they found the general any integer sequence, periodic integer sequence, can they express anything like we can now? Um, I don't know. Let's look. Period, periodic sequence, periodic integer sequence. I'm going to do Google search because Bing doesn't always work. Okay, so periodic integer sequence. Periodic sequence. Let's go to images. There's some academic papers. Because I've seen them using sine and cosine for periodic sequence, something like that, right? Something like that. I think it's possible somehow. Yeah, it's worthwhile to investigate, right? Because it's healthy to take multiple approaches, all right? So I guess it's possible, all right? But I don't think they even found that yet. There are some papers related to periodic sequence and using cosine sine, but I don't think that's exactly what they were doing. They are not exactly doing this to express any arbitrary random periodic integer sequence to express that with sine and cosine. I don't think anybody has ever done that. Okay, so they use sine and cosine kind of related to some breed of some species of periodic integer sequence, I think, but not exactly any random periodic sequence. I don't think anybody has ever tried that in any approach. Okay, that would be my guess. Okay, but I could be wrong. So okay, so let's go ahead and continue with this discussion. Okay, yeah, because we are not final here. Okay, there's some more wrinkles to iron out, straighten out. Okay, so but overall we got it. Okay, so but let's just take time. Okay, go slow and yeah. Now is the challenging time. I should find a whiteboard to erase. That's always challenging. I think I can erase this guy. I have to be very careful what to erase and what not because I have to refer back to them, you know. All right. So, uh, the reflection function, okay, or reversion function, we gotta do it. I mean, we did it, but not completely. So, let's say you have some number, okay, in base B, okay, and this number is expressed as sigma, the length of this number in base B. Uh, we found that, for example, 16, okay, it's 16, number 16 in base 10 is between 10 and 100, right? So that's why if logarithm, okay, so log base 10, 10 is 1, and log base 10, 100 is 2, right? And log 10 base 10, 16 is like 1 point blah 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 blah, right? So uh, so number of digits here 2, here 2, here 3. So yeah, our formula was a little bit off, okay, but not by much. It was off by 1, okay. So the number of digits, digit counting function, all right, we have to redo this. Of x base b is not equal to uh, ceiling of logarithm. I'm sorry, I was wrong. It's a little bit more than that, okay? So let's find that out. Of course, you have 7 and sorry, we ran out of space. Log 7 is, and you have 1, log 1 is 0, and log 7 base 10, okay? Log 7 is equal to 1 point blah 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 blah, right? Just to complete the picture, okay? So, all right. So 1 becomes 2, 1 point blah blah becomes 2, and 2 becomes 3, and 2 point blah 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 becomes 3 too. So how do we do that? Well, there's easy way to do this. It's log base x fluorine plus 1. Okay, now we have it. Okay, 1 point dot 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 to convert that over to 1 and then add 1. Okay, This is correct. Very good. So, uh, index I, right? I from 1 to log base x plus 1. Okay? Now, if so, that's the length of this number of digits. Is the okay? So, but if we order, so x is equal to, for simplicity, okay, zeroth digit, first digit, dot dot dot, and length of this number, dl. Okay. If we do this kind of indexing convention, then it's a lot easier because, uh, well, l minus 1, right? Okay. Let's do the sigma shifting, okay? We'll start from 0. Okay? We're subtracting 1, so goes like this. Okay? So D, oh, this black pen is like dead. It's like totally worn out. Now, DOI multiply by B to the I, right? Yeah. In right to left, starting from 0, indexing convention. Okay. Then. Okay. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay. So reflection of this, that's what we need to do. Okay. So let me write this down. Okay. Because it's important. All right. So and using juxta notation, it's like so much simpler. This is the worn out black pen. So this is fresh black pen. So juxta notation. Okay, we're going right to left. Okay, so we'll denote it like this. Okay, like fish hook. I from 0 to log bx, same thing. Uh, di, okay, right to left. Unless if there is no arrow like this, it's by default from left to right, just like English writing, right? So juxta notation. Okay. So now we need to find the reflection function of this. Okay, and not only that, we have to do index transformation. Okay, why? We gotta change this from right now. We have starting from 0, right to left, right? We need to change that index convention into left to right, starting from 1. Okay, that's gonna be a challenge. All right, not too difficult, but yeah, we need some room for that. Okay, so we'll take a break. Okay, so. Yeah. Okay. I had this trouble tablet to relieve gas. I love that because I didn't just eat it because I love it. No, some gas in my stomach. So yeah, I love that tablet because it's cherry flavor. Love the texture too. Yeah, some gas in my stomach. Uh, to help that relieve the gas in my stomach, I can drink beer perhaps. Let me get rid of this old beer. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Uh, yeah, I drink beer, but not all the way. Okay, so they lose its steam, so I just flush them down the toilet. Okay, that's what I do. The rest of them. Is it this country song? God is good, God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy. I don't think people are crazy. I don't think so. I went to a bar, right? Yeah, people are so nice there. So people are not crazy. I love people. I mean, they get rowdy sometimes, right? Some of them, but hey, we are neighbors, we are friends, so yeah, no problem. I want my slipper to warm my feet a little bit. Let me put my socks on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm kind of annoying, right? I'm sorry. It's Sunday morning, okay? So happy Sunday morning. Okay. So full of log bx. That's plus one. That's the length of this number in base b. Okay, number of digits. Digit counting function. Okay. Good. Reflection function, huh? Okay. That's that's is so we want to convert this. Okay. Well, xp by the way. reflection of B, reversion of B, I mean, reversion of X, we just call it X, okay? Well, in base B, whatever. It's like D0 dot 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 DL minus 1, okay? And we need to express it in these two forms. Well, first, juxta notation. Now it's a lot easier, right? It's just regular by default left right juxta notation, okay? I from 0 to L minus 1, which is this. Okay? DI. So it's a lot easier in juxta notation. Why? Because we're just putting the horizontal juxtaposition. That's what this is, okay? From left to right, okay? Yeah, that's this, okay? Yeah. All right. Of course, the delimiter is not comma. When you write number like 527, there's a small gap. It's not exactly one space empty character, but it's smaller than that, right? So when you type like APPLE, right, there's small space between A, P, Apple. When you type it in your computer, your cell phone, there's small space here. It's not like on Apple. This is a big space, right? But between two characters, we have just a little bit of space, right? That's the delimiter. Mini space. Okay? So we don't write like 5,2,7, right? So the delimiter character is not comma, but we just use juxta notation anyway. Okay, so because it's not that important. Okay, so minor point. Now I'm hot. I'm very sensitive. Oh, I'm so sensitive. Why do I talk like that? It's fun. You know, if people think I'm gay, I wouldn't blame them a single bit. Okay, because I'm single guy, right? Kind of sometimes colorful, fashionable, and I mean, if you're kind and generous, maybe I'm handsome sometimes. I sing like a girl, talk like a girl sometimes, dance like a girl sometimes. So, but I'm not. I'm straight. Okay. Why am I single then? I have neither time nor money. Okay, to date. I used to date. Nowadays I'm just too busy doing this. All right. So, which is very important. All right. So, okay. Try to put my glasses on top of this notebook here. So yeah, in juxta notation, it's very easy to do the reflection because Only thing we need to do is change the direction of this meta function, juxta function, okay? That's meta function, so just like pi, sigma, okay? We just change the direction of that, then that's it, okay? But in sigma, it's not that simple, but it's not that difficult either, all right? So what do we need to change? You want to do it? I give you 5 minutes, all right? So I give you a starter, all right? We'll do it right here. Sigma, it will look something like this, but there will be some changes. Go ahead and fill in the blanks, okay? Here, 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 okay? If you want to, all right? Because otherwise we'll just do it together, okay? So let's take 5 minutes, okay? So, good. I love the music video that delight the groove is in the heart. Oh, I love that music video. It's very like it was made in 1990s in America, and but the style is very much 1970s. Okay, kind of psychedelic, but kind of disco kind of their costumes. Ah, wonderful. I love that music video, man. Ah. I think I did some singing and dancing 2 nights ago. Okay, Friday night, I think. Yeah. Yesterday was Saturday, so I went to a bar and I came back. Okay. Okay, let's do this together. Okay. I think I gave you enough time. So I from 0 to length minus 1, so 1 goes away. Right? Uh, should we change di? Should we change I to something else? We can, right? We can leave this I, bi, this alone and change this. Or we can change this and leave this alone. Or we can leave this alone, di, index of d. We can leave this alone and change this guy. We'll do both ways. Okay? Alright. First, let's not change di, alright? Then we're gonna have to change this guy to what? The power, the exponent of b, right? This I downstairs is just index, okay? But b upstairs, left shoulder, left foot, left shoulder, that's power, exponent, okay? We are not doing tensor analysis here, okay? So, yeah. So subscript, index, superscript, power, exponent. Okay? By the way, this is L, alright? Length. Okay. This is easier to write as L minus 1. Okay, so this guy, flow of log, that's L minus 1. Alright, so. Okay. So a little bit tricky. So when I is 0, so b to the L minus 1, right? So I think it will go like this. Okay? So I become minus I. Why? Because it's like, think about this Cartesian coordinate reflection along the y-axis. X becomes minus x, right? Same thing is happening here because it's a horizontal reflection, okay? Yeah, we are switching the ordering, okay? So that's why sigma variable I, just like x, okay, it becomes minus I, okay? So this most likely will work when I is equal to floor log, then this becomes b to the 0th, right? Yeah, it works. It's not that difficult, huh? Yeah, it's quite simple. And I promise you to do 2 ways. Let's do it. Right? Well, we need obviously need more space than that, right? So what's the subscript? Probably it's the same thing, right? Right? Because when d is 0, I mean, when I is 0, you have b to the 0th, and d is l minus 1, right? Because I is 0, just floor log, okay? And when I is equal to floor log, then it becomes d0 and b to the floor log, okay? Yeah, it works. Very good. We got it. Interesting, huh? Now, next step is a lot easier, okay? We need to switch, we have to shift by 1, okay? So index notation here, such that we call it S for shift, okay? Shift shift, okay, of reversal of xb is equal to, we are shifting by 1, okay, d1 d2 dot dot dot, just add 1 everywhere, okay, d to the elf d elf, okay. In juxta notation, it's very easy, right? Like sigma shifting, right? Yeah. Sigma translation. Which is length, okay? Di, okay? Yeah. How about this guy? Then it's a little bit, it's not as easy as this, but it shouldn't be very difficult, okay? So, again, it's just like in the xy coordinate, Cartesian coordinate, okay? If you are shifting to the right, you do x minus 1 to preserve the equality, right? So, okay, we'll do it real quick, and then we'll take a break, okay? This time, well, you know what? I want to give you some time to try it yourself, okay? So obviously, I from 1 to this guy plus 1, right? How about what changes here? All right, and I want you to, if you want to, yeah. Okay, let me give you a head start, okay? There are two ways, this one and this one, okay? So, and we'll do both, okay? Do this shifting, all right? Which is length. D something and B something, okay? Fill in the blanks. And do it both ways, okay? If you want to. Let me give you a head start, okay? So, all you gotta do is fill in the blank. D something, B something. Okay. All right. Let's take 5 minutes. Google, YouTube, they're cool. Okay, yeah, their policy enforcement on me, it was good because now I'm more focused because we are not no longer doing David. Okay, we are doing Solomon. All right, because in the Old Testament they say, yeah, war belongs to God. So yeah, we don't have to do all the metaphysical warfare. Not anymore. All right, let's just study. Okay, yeah, war belongs to God. So we don't have to fight metaphysical warfare unnecessary. So we are more focused. So yeah, our time is better spent on this as opposed to engaging ideological warfare. No, it's not necessary. So yeah, live and learn. Sure, live and let live. Okay, so let's be happy. Okay, let's be happy campers. I'm gonna drink. Okay, I've been not drinking so far because I drank too much last night here, not in the bar. No, I cannot drink in a bar. Why? 'Cause I have to drive back. I don't have money for taxi cab. Okay, I just don't. Right. So I ate good food. Halibut fish and chips, man. Oh, that was good. Alaskan. It's so Alaskan. Fish and chips they make it with halibut. That was good. What is halibut? Gigantic flounder, flat fish. All right. Yeah, that's very Alaskan thing. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. It should be very difficult, right? So, my guess, it should be DI, right? So I is a one, two, three, four. But this guy, should we add one or subtract one? My guess is that we should subtract one, okay? For example, when I become L length minus 1, no. When I is equal to L, shoot. Did I make a mistake here? I hope I didn't. When I is equal to floor, we'll just call this guy floor, okay? So, when I is equal to floor, that's L minus 1, right? Floor minus floor, b to the zeros. This is correct, all right? But here, when I is equal to L, floor plus 1, you have floor minus, open parent, floor plus 1. So minus floor minus 1, so we have to add 1. Okay, well, whatever. That's kind of unexpected. Really? Whatever. Let's just fill in the blank, okay? So here, I from 1 to that, so this should be the same, right? So I guess this is bi, and this should be floor log b x minus I plus 1. When I is 1, the floor, and b to the first. That does not look right. When I is 1 here, b to the length minus 1. Yes. So this one's correct. This one okay, when d is length, when I is length, this becomes 0. Yes. Okay. How about this guy? I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so did I make a mistake here? No. when I is the length, this becomes 0. D0, there should be no such a thing as D0 though. Okay. So, okay, we are off by 1. When I is 1, is DL. No, DL minus 1? Okay. When I is 1. How about this? Okay. I'm confused. Oh, shoot. First of all, I think this should be I minus 1, okay? Because the exponent of b should range from 0 to L minus 1, okay? So, we got that. And d, the subscript for d, it should also range from 1 to length. So to make it happen, when it's 1, it should be length. Okay, okay. From when I is length, my goodness, what a mess. I think this should be 2, plus 2, okay? Then, when I is 1, it's length. And when I is the length, then it's 1. Yes, yes, yes. Why this is the case? Because we are substituting I minus 1 for I. So here, minus open parent I minus 1 becomes minus I plus 1, okay? And we are adding also 1 here, and that's why we have to add 2, okay? It's a little bit involved, okay? So, yeah. But yeah, this is correct. Now it makes sense. We'll take 5 minutes break, and I will break this down for you. Okay? Yeah, it was a little bit involved. Okay, I break it down for you. We'll find a brand new whiteboard and we'll do it. Okay, after 5 minutes break. So, yeah, but we got it. Okay, this is correct. It's pretty out there. It's snowing a little bit. Okay, let's grab a new whiteboard. Uh, this guy. I better write it down. Okay. On my notebook. So. My goodness. Oh my goodness. So much to write. Can I just take a picture and upload it in Instagram instead? Well, I do that sometimes, but it's not the same because if I have it in my notebook, it's a lot easier to find it. Do you get to see my balding spot? Please don't. Don't look at me. Ah. If you get to see my balding spot, please turn your face away. Okay? Because I'm ashamed. Alright. I feel naked, okay? So I try to cover it up, So, I'm almost there. Almost. That's it. Oh. Now let me take a picture of that, okay? Multiple backup, right? worked so hard on this, so we don't want to lose it. Good. Very good. Let me take a picture of that one too. Ugh. And what kind of lazy mathematician publish his findings in selfie photo in the Instagram? That's what I do. Cell phone photo and uploading into Instagram. Yeah, that's how I publish my mathematical findings. Okay, so our mathematical findings. It's us. You and me. We're working together, okay? You're my partner, okay? In mathematics. This journey of ideas. Right? Now I think I can drink. I think I detoxed myself enough. Alright, so yeah. Okay. Sigma translation, sigma shifting. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so for example, I refer to this Cartesian coordinate a lot, right? Let's say you have a function, okay? Or parabola. Y is equal to, well, x squared, right? Now, if you want to shift to the right by 1, what's the new equation? X minus 1, right? Squared, not x plus 1. Why? Because this new x, we'll call it x prime, right? So x prime is equal to x plus 1. When x was 0, now it's 1. Okay? So, what is x? X prime minus 1. Right? So actually this is x prime. Okay, so this guy becomes x minus x prime minus 1 squared, and we just get rid of prime. Okay, so because okay, so it's kind of like coordinate transformation. Okay, so and you do the same thing in sigma. Okay, so for example, you have sigma sigma, let's say sigma variable, let's just call it L. Okay, L from 1 to 3 say AL squared. which is 1 squared plus 2 squared plus 3 squared. Okay? Now, this is equal to sigma L from 2 to 4. And now how should you change this guy? L minus 1, right? Which is, yeah, 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared. So, when you add up same number upstairs, downstairs in the sigma lower and upper boundaries, in the main formula itself, main body of the sigma, you have to subtract. Here you add 1. Here you subtract 1 in order to preserve the equality. Like yin and yang balance, canceling out. Plus 1, minus 1. So that they cancel out. Balance. Okay? And that's why we had to do that. Instead of I, we added upper lower boundary by 1, but in the main body we have to subtract 1. That's what happened there. Okay? But it happened, so you got this, right? Now let's re-grab that old whiteboard that I just copied down on my notebook, okay? So alright. It's hard to see, right? So let me rewrite this for you, alright? Oops, I forgot. So you have minus I, right? So, but this one is a little bit strange though. I was kind of surprised, okay? So this equation may be wrong, okay? If wrong, we'll correct it. So when I is 1, it becomes floor plus 1, which is the length, which is correct. When I is 1, yeah, dl multiplied by b to the 0th. That's correct, all right? But when I is equal to length, right, it becomes 1, which is also correct. Length minus 1. Yes, that's correct. Okay? And I don't know why it behaves like this. I'm not quite sure. It doesn't just because I minus 1 here. Minus I plus 1, but we have to add 1. That's a little bit confusing to me. Maybe it behaves differently because the index. Okay, here look at this. We did not even subtract 1. When we shift the sigma, just like shifting that parabola, right? By adding 1 to the lower and upper boundary, right? 0 becomes 1. Floor becomes floor plus 1, right? We are supposed to put, like, instead of I, we are supposed to put I minus 1. So minus open parent, I minus 1 close parent becomes minus I plus 1. Okay, here I becomes I minus 1. But that's for functions. Here we are not dealing with functions, we are dealing with indices. So we didn't even subtract 1 here. Here we substituted I minus 1 for I, and that was not enough. We have to add 1 on top of that. Here we didn't do anything. It happens because this indices, they behave differently from functions. Okay? So that kind of explains. Make sense? I know it's strange, right? Yeah. But it kind of makes sense. They're not functions, they're indices. So that's why they behave differently from functions. Okay? That's the best explanation I can give you. Alright, so. Okay. I think it's time to take a break. What's the next step? So we have counting function, digit counting function. We have reversion function. Okay, we have shifting function, shifter, and next topic to cover is extraction function. Okay, we found it. We are just reviewing it. All right, and double checking it to make sure our formula is correct, because we already found an error. Okay, and we corrected it. Counting function. All right. So next step, we need to take a look at our extraction function to make sure it's correct and to review. Okay. Is this too difficult? Feel free to go visit Wikipedia, YouTube, Khan Academy, or other websites. Okay, they can explain you better than I can when it comes to the basics. This is brand new, even new to me. This is brand new discovery. Most likely, you're not going to find this anywhere else. Possibly somebody found this and expressed the same idea with different symbols, different notations. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. But my guess is that this is first in time. Okay. So, because I have studied mathematics. I didn't major in mathematics, but I did study on my own and read many books, mathematics books, but I haven't seen anything like this. Okay, so at least this is new to me, and possibly this is first in time in human history. In the history of mathematics. Okay, so we are doing something really cool. Okay, so yeah, we are making history. Yes, we are not just witnessing history in the making. No, we are making it. We are making history. All right, so at least in mathematics. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, all right. Yeah. Good stuff. No moose today. Okay. Extraction function. Let me try to find out in the. Okay, we have it. This guy right here. Okay. We gotta find the whiteboard to erase. Shoot. Hey, how about this guy? Yeah, let's take a break from mathematics. Okay, let's talk about something else real quick. Yeah, let's talk about that music video. This groove is in the heart. Oh, beautiful people. Okay. I'm gonna make some cultural comment. Okay? And I will not be offensive. Alright? We have to talk about it because it's important. Okay, so let's talk about tattoo piercism. Alright? Ideology. What's an ideology in humanology? Set of rules. Okay? That's what ideology is. Okay? Ideological group is group of people who subscribe to that ideology. Okay? Tattoo piercism, anything with ism, like behaviorism, practice, hobby, activity, that certain group of people do. Yeah, that's ideology. That's ideological group. Okay? Ism. So tattoo piercism, yeah, you know what it is, right? It's very popular in the West nowadays. People sing about it. Media praise it. I don't. I'm anti-tattoo piercist. Is it okay thing to say, Mr. Ms. Google YouTube examiners? Yeah, that's what I have to say. Okay, so let me just stop there. So there's ideology, pro-tattoo piercism, and anti-tattoo piercism. Okay, because I'm old school. Okay, we'll stop there. Okay, because they're watching me. Okay, Google YouTube. Yeah, they're being my chaperones. Good. Yeah, I glad to have you here, Mr. Miss Google YouTube examiners, policy compliance officers. You're welcome here. Okay, everybody's welcome. All right. Are you tattooed and pierced? You're welcome here too. We don't discriminate. Okay. We may oppose some ideologies, but we don't oppose people. No, we are pro people, but we oppose some ideologies. Okay. If you're gay, lesbian, transgender, you're welcome here too. Okay. We oppose gayism, but not people. Okay. We are pro people. We don't oppose people. We don't discriminate. We oppose certain ideologies, like ultra interracialism. Are you an ethnic man married to beautiful, young, slender, Caucasian woman? You're welcome here. We don't discriminate, okay? But we are against those ultra interracialism. There are certain ideologies that we oppose in this humanology, but we don't oppose people. We don't discriminate. Everybody's welcome here, okay? Good. We also oppose marijuanaism too, okay? We also oppose sugar fetishism, all right? But if you are whatever body type you may have, you are welcome here, okay? We don't discriminate, okay? Okay. Extraction function, let's go ahead and do it, all right? So, by the way, this periodic integer sequence, it doesn't have to be single digit, okay? Why? I'll tell you why. So let's say 57, 48, 151, then 57, 48, 151. Okay, it doesn't matter. Why? Because the only thing we care is about is so what's this an? Multiply by 48, multiply by 151, and then you have some function of n. Let's say f1 and f2. Actually, it's a Boolean function. Okay, so f2 and f3 and they're function of n, right? But it's Boolean function. It's either 0 or 1. Okay? So that's why it doesn't matter how many digits are under, okay? Because something to the zeros, 1, something to the first, that number itself, okay? So that's why it doesn't really matter, okay? That's that. Okay? So no worries, our function is generic enough. We haven't quite written it down yet. Why? Because we are still refining the tool, right? Wetting the knife, chisel, easel, X. We are kind of oiling, putting some what? WD 41, WD 57. What was that? The lubrication thing. WD 40. I don't know. Let me look it up. Okay, real quick. I'm not that handyman, okay? So I can fix a few things, but is it WD 40? Yeah, WD 40. Lubricant, right? Yeah, you have chainsaw, you put WD 40, right, to lubricate it, right? That's what we are doing. We have tools like sub functions, sub routines, extraction function, reversion function, you have shifting function, shifter function, and you have what else? Counting function, right? Digit counting function. Yeah, those are our tools to come up with closed form formula for an infinite periodic integer sequence. And it doesn't even have to be just integers. It could be any numbers, but it has to be periodic. Again, it doesn't matter if you're 3.5, comma, pi, comma, I, imaginary number, comma, e, comma, square root of 2, as long as it's periodic. Dot, 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 okay? Why? Because any of this number to the 0th is 1, and to the first number itself. Okay? So it doesn't have to be integer. Any periodic sequence of any numbers, maybe except 0. Huh? Because 0 to the 0th, what's that? We can define it as 1. Okay? I guess, yeah, for our purpose, 0 to the first is 0, and 0 to the 0th is 1, okay, by definition. But this is true, right? Otherwise, it's not going to work. Okay, so for our purpose, 0 to the 0th is defined as 1, which is fine. Okay? Why? Because we are dealing with this discrete sequence of numbers. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so for our purpose, 0 to the 0th is 1. Okay? Okay, good. Because if you throw in like 0 here, right? Then you multiply, everything becomes 0. So yeah, that's why we have to define 0 to the 0th as 1 to prevent everything just dying, nirvanaing out, because zero is discovered by Indians, right? We don't want everybody go to just suddenly nirvanaing out of the earth, right? We don't want to zero everything out, so annihilation. No, we don't want that. But yeah, zero nirvana, that's Indian concept. Alright, so but yeah, some people construe, interpret this Buddhist concept nirvana as death, but I have to disagree. I don't think Buddhism is so fascinated by this concept of death. I don't think so. The way we interpret nirvana is perhaps happiness, or perhaps becoming a celebrity, becoming famous, so that you can start taxing everybody. Huh? How do celebrities make money? Yeah, the product endorsement, right? Or movie, album, singing. That's kind of form of taxation, okay? Yeah, it's goods and products, goods and services, product, it's a sales, it's rightful, fair exchange. But at the same time, they're so famous, they take a little bit of money from everybody, right? When we buy food, goods and services, the price contains some advertisement cost. Okay? So some of those advertisement money goes to celebrities, famous people, product endorsement, right? So yeah, it's kind of taxation. Okay? When we purchase a good, if you go to Walmart, you purchase sandwich, some part of that purchase money price include sales tax. It also includes advertisement cost. So when you buy something, you pay tax to state or city government, sales tax. At the same time, you pay tax to the celebrities, famous people, advertisement cost. Okay. So yeah, celebrities, they're kind of like governmental officials. They live off of our tax money. Okay, so this kind of like nirvana, right? Becoming a celebrity, right? They don't have to go work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Okay, if they are celebrities, or if you are the boss, your private business owner, whatever, that's kind of like nirvana too. Exit out of the circle of this eternal recurrence, this reincarnation. You exit out of this circle. Okay, nirvana. You become your own boss. You become a celebrity. You become elected governmental official who get paid very well. So it's not state level, right? If you're state governor, yeah, they make good money. Okay, but state legislators, they don't make much money. Okay, so federal legislators, they make good money. Yeah, congressmen, congresswomen, senators, yeah, federal. Okay, they make good money. Okay, whatever. That's kind of like nirvana, right? Yeah. Okay. So that's how humanology would rather interpret nirvana, Indian concept, Hinduist, Buddhist concept. We don't want to interpret nirvana as death, like some other people do. We don't want to do that because death is too negative. We don't want negativity. Okay. Okay. Good. We took a break from mathematics, right? We'll get back. Okay. We'll take a look at extraction function again to formularize ourselves, to double check. Yeah. Let's take 5. Okay. Yeah. We are doing good job for a betterment of humanity. Okay. We are doing fantastic job here. So, yeah. You are in a very good place. Okay, we're back. All right. It's funny. Zero. No problem. Zero to the zeros we define as one. Okay, for our purpose. That's fine thing. That's okay thing to define because we are not dealing with continuous function. We are dealing with discrete sequence of whatever numbers. Okay, if zero happen to be there, yeah, zero to the zeros we define as one. Problem solved. No problem. Okay, for our purpose, that's an okay thing to assume. Why? Because we are dealing with not continuous function, differentiable function. We are not dealing with that. Okay, we are dealing with discrete sequence of numbers. It doesn't have to be an integer. Okay, it could be any numbers. Yes, including zero. As long as we define zero to the zeros as one. Okay, then problem solved. Okay, so haha. Now what? Extraction function. Okay, so what I wrote down there is this. Okay. Extraction function epsilon x comma j x space b. Okay. Counting function. What is counting function again? Oh boy, shoot. Okay, let's spell it out. Okay, shoot. At this length. Okay. So L minus J. Okay, so this guy is minus J. Oh boy. Ah, that's our extension function. Okay. Oh my goodness. So yeah, just spelled out L. It used to be L here. Okay. B to the too many parentheses, right? Wow. Yeah, we don't really need all these parentheses. But we do need parentheses here because part of the left foot of the row expression. Okay, so whew. Funky, huh? Elongated Q looks like a ducky, rubber ducky, or swan, crane. I think in Ukraine there are cranes, right? So yeah, maybe Ukraine crane. Just trying to rhyme. That's all. Yeah, Ukrainians they're cool. Okay, I met many Ukrainians in Alaska. They're cool people, really, old school, right? Russians they're cool too. Okay, yeah, I met some. Yeah, they're very awesome people. So in Alaska there are Russian Orthodox, and in Pennsylvania you have Amish, right? They're kind of similar because they have very traditional lifestyle and they women have their own costume to kind of cover their hair. uh, just like Muslims, right? Women cover their hair with hijab, right? Uh, like Christian Catholic nuns, they cover their hair, right? And I don't like it. I want women to express, show their beautiful hair, long hair. Okay, I don't want women to cover their hair. Okay, maybe in the church or in the mosque, in synagogue or whatever religion you may subscribe to, maybe in that church religious building, yeah, then women can cover their hair. But outside the religious building, I want women to show their hair because it's beautiful. Okay, long hair. Yeah, just cultural commentary. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, yeah. You should. We should watch our mouths. We should not be offensive, but at the same time, we don't want to censor ourselves too much. Then, what becomes of America? Democracy. We should exercise the freedom of speech. Yes, we should watch our mouths. We should not be offensive. We should be respectful. Yes, I get it. Okay, because I wasn't before in these 200 lost episodes, so I had to pay a steep price. Not uploading those 200 episodes breaks my heart. Okay, but yeah, well, we'll redo it. We'll redo all those topics covered in those 600 hours of humanology. We'll redo it. No problem. Okay? Nothing is lost. I remember what they are. Okay? Perhaps not all of them, but most likely, yeah, we'll revisit them. Okay? Because that's what we do here. We revisit, reiterate, refine, make some improvements to our old theories. Oh, we do that all the time. Okay, so no problem. Okay? So that's your extraction function. Okay, so so this floor plus one is most of times is same as ceiling of log. Okay, but there's some boundary cases that didn't quite jive with that ceiling. Okay, but in our examples that we worked out yesterday, yeah, it was not boundary number. That's why it worked. Instead of this flooring plus one, unless it's some boundary number, boundary condition. Okay, unless it's that, it's same as most of times same as the ceiling of log. Okay, so that's why it works yesterday. Okay, but we made some correction. This is correct even for the boundary conditions. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Let's get back to that vertical whiteboard, okay, to see the big picture, to see what's ahead, right? Extraction function, yeah, this is enough. We worked out some example, it worked, okay, so yeah. Now we fully expressed it without using this intermediary. We expanded this intermediary middleman function, midwife function, okay, the counting function. We expanded it and we plugged that in, okay? So this is a full-fledged extraction function, all right? Yeah, I give it to you, okay? So we'll take 5 minutes, all right? Okay. let's grab that vertical whiteboard once again and to see the big picture, and we'll go from there. Okay. There we go. Let's make it more stable so that you can lean back and don't fall on me. All right, what do we have here? How's some vodka? I'm a huge fan of vodka, okay? Yeah, Russian traditional drink. Russians, Ukrainians, they're old school, okay? So, they're kind of like Far East Asia, right? Drinking culture. Yeah, yeah. So, let's talk about U.S. Constitution a little bit. Yeah, freedom of speech, First Amendment, right? In order to keep the Constitution alive, we have to exercise those constitutional rights. Okay, otherwise, Constitution will die. We have to exercise it. Yes, we have to be civil, respectful, non-offensive. We get it. Okay, but at the same time, we should not censor ourselves too much. We should never censor an idea that we believe to be a good idea. Okay? We just have to be respectful and careful with the choice of words, but we should exercise freedom of speech to keep America, America. Okay? We don't want America to be some no freedom of speech, right? We don't want that. We don't. We want America to be a free country. Okay, so because that's what's great about America, freedom. Okay. So, yeah, that's why I said what I said. Okay, so if I offended your feelings, I'm sorry, but there's just no other way to express an idea. Yeah. Okay, if people disagree, right? But we can be friends. Okay, out of two people, no two human beings in the world can agree on 100% on every single issue out there. They'll disagree, but we can still be friends. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. We have this periodic sequence 527, 527, 527, right? And the index start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, n. You have and an column, n column. Okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now, if you divide n by its period, the sequence is period 3, what's the remainder? That's n row 3. Row for remainder r. Okay? Greek letter. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Okay? Now, yeah, reverse function, huh? There are two kinds. Okay, I'm sorry. Oops. This reverse function, it's not exactly reverse function. Okay, it's more like complement. We may call it k instead. Okay, it's more like a complement. Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay, we cannot use C because C we reserve it for counting function, right? Digit counting counter function. The digit counter. So we have to use K. K for complement. Okay. Maybe in Germany, German language, maybe they use K instead of C. All right. So, uh, oh, we also have another function, huh? Binarification function. That's the really complex one, right? I hope I didn't erase that. Yeah, I still have there. We may have to revisit that binarification function because we didn't quite straighten that out. Yeah, there's some wrinkles to iron out. Binarification function, all right? Or n-orification, whatever base it may be. Okay, so there's some work to do there. Okay, but let's just look at the big picture, all right? And count the blessings. Okay, we don't just count digits; we count the blessings too. Okay, if you're like me, yeah, I'm kinda Christian, but not exactly. I'm half secular, half Christian. Maybe 51% Christian, 49% secular. Just like I'm 51% Republican and 49% Democrat. Oops. I'm running for Alaska State Senate as a Republican Party candidate. I'm also running for president this year, federal, as a Republican. Okay. I'm registered. Okay. State election, federal election. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, because I love this country, I love these people, America, Americans. So if I'm a patriot, my job, my loyalty lies with America, not just with one party. Democrats, they are Americans too. So if I become elected official, yeah, it's what Hatcher's Act or something. I'm supposed to be politically neutral if I'm governmental official. Otherwise, it will be discriminatory. We cannot do that. Okay, Democrats, they are Americans too. There's this bug. I think this spider. Yeah, you know, weather is warming up, so all these bugs they come out to play, right? And I don't let any insects live in my house, right? So I terminate them. Okay, so okay. I guess I made a mistake here. Zero is not 001. No. Oops. We have to redo this. Okay. So Yeah, it's minor mistake, minor error. We correct it. All right. So just give me a 5 minutes to think about this. We correct the error. Okay, that's not a big error to correct. So we have time. Okay, it's Sunday, so we have time. What time is it? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning. So we have plenty of time. Okay, so ah boy. What I mean by this is this. Okay, so we just add one more column. Okay, this guy is equal to 2 to the second. This guy is equal to 2 to the first. This guy is equal to 2 to the zeros. Okay, that's what I meant, right? So to fix this, 2 to the this r, and we better not call this r. Yeah, it's reversal of 0, 1, 2, right? But it's more like complement. Okay, so let's rewrite this. All right, this complement of this number toward the period. Right, so k for complement. Okay, so this guy is what 2 to the complement of n row 3. Okay, and this guy is binarification of this guy, 2 to the complement of n row 3. Okay, we fixed it. Good. Close parent. Close parenthesis. That wasn't too bad, huh? Okay. What is complement? Complement of x comma p is equal to so period is 3, right? We add this together, it becomes 2. So p minus 1, so 2 minus x. Okay, so that's the complement function. Okay, yeah. Here we don't have p because we just assume, because we only have limited space. I wrote it so small you cannot even read it, right? I'm sorry, but I'm reading it to you, so it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so and that's all I can do. I mean, I can zoom it in. Okay, so but I cannot move this computer while it's recording because it may crash. It happened once before, once or twice, right? So okay. So we didn't quite need that reversal function, not really, but we just did it, I guess, in case we need it. But I don't think we need that complex reversal function, okay? But that's fine. Okay, we are learning something new. Uh, all we need is complement function, which is extremely simple. Okay. Yeah. But we do need binarification function. Okay. So, but I'm thinking there should be an easier way to do this. Maybe this is overkill, right? Maybe there's a simpler way to do this. All right. So, but what we do need is to map between this row algebra, row expression, remainders, and this binary number and extraction of digits in binary number. Okay, we do need that. Perhaps there's some simpler way to do this. Okay, so hmm. I mean, we have extraction function. Okay, that was cool to find, but it's complex function. I mean, not complex number, but it's sophisticated, convoluted function. So I'm kind of hesitating to use that extraction function. It works, but I don't think we quite need that kind of convoluted function to do this because this is very simple, right? I'm trying to think of better way, easier way to do this. I mean, come on, you want to extract this? We already have some big numbers here. Okay, so I mean, bulky formula. Because we are not dealing with some random binary number. There is only one in this binary number, and this one is shifting from left to the right one by one, right? Like 10000100001, right? We should exploit, take advantage of this pattern because that extraction function is complex because it's a general formula. It covers everything. So that's why it could be overkill to use that. Okay? We are dealing with a very special situation, very small subset of all binary numbers. This is only one. It's shifting to the left, from left to the right. We should take advantage of that specificity, right? So we don't need that generic formula. It's cool that we found it, but we don't quite need that generic formula because we are dealing with very special case. There's some specificity here, and we should take advantage of that, right? Okay, let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, so I will stop and restart so that because I want to zoom it in for you, okay? So that you can see.